I don't know how you found it, but
whatever the drop down is in the drop down.
Maybe I'll be able to figure it out.
Now that you know what the words are you're looking for.
Yeah. And now I'm wondering if I'm even really broadcasting or not. Where am I here? What is this? Let's kill that one. No, I said go away. There we go. Wow. What in the world here? Okay, this is aggravating, by the way. Get over here to this. Oh, come on. Just determined to be as difficult as it can be.
So what you're saying is I need to do a video on YouTube on how to go live on YouTube.
Probably, yeah. Okay, how do
It'd be better if I could figure out how to do my screen on there. But Angie knows how to do some of that stuff, so maybe we can. She knows how to do recording from your screen. She's good at that kind of stuff. I actually should tell her to do that. That would be a good avenue for her to jump into her videos.
Yeah, probably so.
Because that's kind of what we were talking about her doing on Facebook and trying to.
Hey, this actually says money. I am live now.
What?
Yeah, I said this actually says I am. Oh, I got people commenting. So, isn't that weird? All right, Mike Gilbert, Brad.
So people, I said hello.
Happy Hair says hello to all of y'all. I've been sitting here trying to figure this out. It's just, I tell you what, I need to stick with 3-phase electric motors and production plants and stay off of this whole computer thing. Hi, Mike. Hey, bud. All right, let me see if I can find a pop-out chat. I don't know if it matters, to be honest. Will it give me pop-out? Last night when I was on Will's stream, Brad said hi to you. I never could get the pop-out chat to work on that either. And so when I'm looking at the chat here, it's completely distracting because there's a big delay, of course, in whatever I say, what comes across. But I'm not listening to anybody else, so I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, Brad's right. I got 2 hours of sleep last night. It was pretty terrific. I should be laying over there trying to get a nap now. Yeah, it works now, but I'll have to figure it out again later. All of this stuff that I just did, tomorrow I'll wake up in a brand new world and won't have a clue what I did. And I really don't have anything to talk about. This is just an experiment, just to try and figure it all out. Because every once in a while, I do have something to say. Happy Hair is in central New Mexico right now. Yeah, cool, Brad. Go have fun, man. Get some HVAC going. Air conditioning is nice. I'm like a duck. What does that mean, Mike? Mike Gilbert says I'm like a duck. What does that mean?
Duck out of water?
Oh, maybe he didn't say that. Cheers, Brad. That's funny. I should send Wes a text and tell him I'm live to come say hi. Because Wes is in Alabama right now. He's off down in the middle of the world. Yeah, they're on a big road trip, meeting a lot of the other YouTube preppers and things like that.
Okay. Wow.
Hey, Hobo Roadrunner's here. Hey, bud. All right, Mike. What does it mean? I'm like a duck. What does that mean? I got a feather up my butt. I'm quacking, making a lot of noise. Nobody knows what I'm saying. There's that too. Could be a lot of things. I wake up in a different world and don't give a yeah. Pretty much. Pretty much. My goodness. Yeah, I was just telling somebody a while ago, I got about 2 hours of sleep last night. Um, a guy rang the doorbell wanting a room at 2:30 this morning. Hey, Wayne, good to see you, bud. A guy rang the doorbell at 2:30 this morning needing a room, and I got in there, was going to check him in, and then the printer for the card machine was out of paper, and I didn't know what the secret was to getting paper back in it, and so I never could bill his room. And so I'm still kind of waiting for him to come back this morning and get the room paid for. He's asleep. He's in the room next door to me here. Wow, Wayne, I thought you were up last night. When I posted that video, I could tell that you were still up and around. Dude, we got to figure that out where we actually get some sleep. Hobo's in Nebraska, cool, man. Well, not cool, hot up there, no doubt. 90 degrees. It was hot here. Huh?
I'm back to 2 lanes now.
Yeah, Happy Hair got stuck in some construction just north of Fort Sumner. She's on the way to South Colorado. Ah, Wes, I was just talking about you a second ago. I didn't get it to work. Happy Hair kind of talked me through it and gave me different ideas, and we just kind of stumbled on it. So tomorrow, I won't know how to do it again. I'll have to figure it all out, but that's okay. I got to do it a few times. Hi, Angie. Also 12 hours behind, so it makes, yeah, exactly. Angie's here. You want to say hi to Angie?
Hi.
Oh, Angie, she didn't seem very excited to say hi to you.
What's that?
I told Angie you didn't seem very excited to say hi to her.
I said hi.
Angie says, how are you? I'm going to hold you up.
Glad I'm not sitting in traffic anymore.
Yes, I'll bet that's right. I'll bet that's right.
Although we're creeping, but, at least we're moving.
Man.
There's, only 30 semis in front of me, so.
Oh.
We're going 40.
Steve Foco's sitting by a swimming pool. Man, I want to be by a swimming pool. Of course, we got to do that over the weekend. That was nice.
It was nice.
Angie says it's hard to be excited if you're stuck in traffic. Ain't that the truth? My head rag's not adjusted right. I gotta fix that. So anyway, yeah, this is just me trying to learn how to do some of this. I'm out of my element trying to do some of the YouTube and the computer type stuff. It's just not. As soon as the guy next door comes and pays, I can go out and fix a guy's well, get his water going again. Brian called. One of his wells is blowing a fuse. So I got to go out there.
You telling me you can check out late?
I don't think I told him that, but he got in so late.
You could easily go knock on the door now, though. It's 11:30.
Yeah, I could, but I mean, I didn't tell him that checkout time was 11:30 either, or 11 o'clock. So I wasn't too worried. He's a guy that came through here on his way to California. Now he's on his way back. So that's why we did that. All right, I'm going to pull a move that I see Steve at Corsair do. I'm going to grab some more coffee right quick. You want me to set the phone up? You can talk to everybody.
What?
I was asking if you wanted me to set up the phone where you can talk to everybody.
I hear mumbling from the other side of the room.
Nothing. I was just harassing you.
Oh, I can't believe it.
Yeah, I know. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Hobo, there was never a pool here at this motel. Sometimes I wish there was, but that would be one more headache we'd have to deal with, and plus the expense of it would probably not make it very justifiable.
I guarantee we'd have dead people in it.
Yeah, we would. We'd have drunk people falling in there and drowning, which would be kind of amusing. That'd make some good video, I guess.
It would be great for our publicity.
Angie says she keeps trying to answer out loud. Let's see, if I was real smart, I could figure out how to pull somebody else in on this, but I'm not real smart. So
I will figure that one out though. And
Yeah.
then I can do a video for you.
I got to talk to Wes on the phone a little bit while ago. Wes was, I don't know if I think it's okay to mention this. He was in a part of the world where he was getting to look at a lot of his family history at a graveyard. And that's a really cool thing, I think. He and I talked about that. Whether I go through a town, actually north and east of where he lives, and I've got a lot of family in the cemetery there too, and it's just nice or reassuring maybe to go back and see a lot of family history. And Hobo, there is no topic for today. This was just learning. I really didn't think I was even going to be on, and I just happened to click a button, and it did it. And so I figure I'll just roll with it here for a couple of minutes and visit with everybody while I drink a little coffee and get functional and go get started with my day. Hobo, I'm curious, where are you headed next? Are you headed further north, or are you going to keep? It looks like you kind of went back to the east a little bit, so I'm wondering now if you're headed up towards the Dakotas, or if you're still headed up towards Montana, like I was thinking. And Foco, how is it that you're hanging out poolside somewhere? Are you at a hotel, or are you just like got this really cool house that has a nice swimming pool now? It's hard to know. It's a coffee chat. Yeah. Angie says it's a coffee chat. So yeah, it is. It is. Hey, Angie, I'm curious, how many subscribers are you up to now? You've been networking and building your channel pretty well. Christy's going to pass me in subscribers probably sometime in the next 2 weeks. And now I got somebody else trying to call in. No, Christy hung up on me probably because she just lost service, is my guess. Hey, Frank, how's it going, bud? 80, not bad, Angie. You're climbing. You're going to hit that 100 mark pretty quick. In fact, I'll bet the next time you get on Fuchsia's stream or one of those guys, if you mention that you're 20 away from your first 100, I'll bet they'll help you make it. Good day. Wayne, you out of here, bud? Cave a good day? Hanging out in the cave would be good. I think you meant have a good day. Oh, yep, there it is. I missed it. It says jumping off the stream. Convention 8th to 10. Britt, Iowa. Okay, Iowa. Hey, Wayne, thanks for coming in, bud. I appreciate you being here for a minute. This isn't going to last much longer. We'll go. And Hobo, why sadly 296? That's not bad. Were you wanting not that many, or are you hoping to hit a big number? You know, I need to figure out a way to get the chat more centered in the screen here so I can look towards the camera. I always hate when I see other people, it looks like they're looking off to the side of their screen while they're talking to you on a video or whatever. But sometimes that's just the way that works, I guess. 91 here. Wes, I don't know what it is here outside right now. It's still pretty cool and comfortable. We're cloudy and actually had a few sprinkles this morning, but not anything that could be considered rain. Ooh, I'll bet it's humid there where you are too. I think our humidity here was supposed to hit, I think, 40-ish% today, so that's not terrible, but that's still more so than I would have wanted. Hey, I need to close those curtains. All of a sudden, the sun came out a little bit, and it's causing a glare back there, I see. Daniel. Wes, you mentioned Daniel T. I'm not sure if I know who that is. And Mike, I wonder if you're seeing Wes's message to send him an email. Oh, okay, cool, Hobo. I wondered if that might be what you were doing. Work the donations thing. That'd be kind of cool if you can get that to happen. Chattanooga. You know, Wes, you're going to be real close to Dad on YouTube right there. When you get, in fact, you'll probably go through his town on the way to Chattanooga. if you haven't got in touch with him, you might, because I bet he'd love to meet up for lunch or coffee or something. Oh, C103's brother. I guess I don't know about that then. Okay. 24, 45 miles. Oh, wow. Pretty close to Mike too then. There's a lot of people kind of in that area, I guess, aren't there? Yeah, I'll show that. Oh, last night. Okay, so you're further down than I thought. Yeah, that'd be fun. And Wes, anybody you think of, be sure and tell them I said hi, because if I knew you were talking to them, I'd tell you to tell them hi. Oh boy, I think that's kind of cool that Trump went to Korea and walked across the the threshold there into Kimland. I thought that was neat that he did that. I like it. I like it. I get aggravated at him for some of the stuff he does sometimes, but overall, I like most of the things he's doing. I don't necessarily always like the way he does them, but that's okay. Hey Frank, thanks for coming in, bud. Good to see you too. Wow, I don't think everybody hit the thumbs up button, and I didn't get a thumbs down. Wes, you should give me a thumbs down just for fun. I never get thumbs downs. Of course, you might not can do that from your phone. I don't know how that works. You know, Hobo, for survival type videos, you should do. You're out there in the middle of all that. I think, um, one thing that might be good for you to do, I think, would be how to stay safe. Because I know doing some of the stuff you do, you potentially come across a lot of bad people, and so just knowing how to deal with that and not have to be worried about somebody cutting your throat while you're sleeping, I think it'd be pretty interesting. Yeah, did you do a thumbs down? From what I understand from Wes, a thumbs down doesn't hurt anything. It still counts as a view. I travel at night. Well, cool, I do. I like traveling at night. There's a lot less traffic. It's cooler, and I don't know, it just seems to go better. Yeah, I'm gonna go look and make sure that guy's car's still here and he hasn't left. Yeah, he's here. Checking my phone, make sure I hadn't missed any calls from customers too. Florida, that's right. I forgot about that, Wes. Wes, they've forgotten about you by now. You're probably safe to go there. I bet it'd be no big deal. I don't know. Depends on who you talk to, whether I'm scary or not. Some people are intimidated, some people are not. My kids don't seem to mind, though. So, Foco, what is the deal, man? How is it your poolside? You have a pool at your house? Wes, did you really get pulled over speeding? Hey, Chipper, I see you too. Did you get a ticket, Wes? I hope you didn't get a traffic ticket. That'd be a bummer on the trip. And by the way, if you're on, that means Mrs. is listening. Hello, Mrs. Wes. I hope you're having fun too. I hope y'all get to eat some good food on the road down there. Hey, D-Mac, good to see you this morning, bud. Hey, I tried to tell you last night as we were getting off, but you were already gone. I really, really enjoyed visiting with you and getting to talk about climbing and that kind of stuff. There's not a lot of people I can have that kind of a conversation with that have actually been there and done some of that stuff and kind of dealt with the whole life and death thing, man. That was enjoyable getting to talk about that with you. I appreciated that. Hey, Insight, good morning. It's still morning here. It's about 20 minutes till 12 here, so still counts as morning. I think we're good till morning, at least until 12:30 here. Hi, Cheryl. How are you? A sticker. Who wanted a sticker, Wes? Oh, Mid Tennessee. Okay. Okay. Boy, Cheryl, I wish I could say I just woke up. I was telling everybody I only got about 2 hours of sleep last night. I'm going to need a nap at some point today, almost for sure. Yeah, I bet having the dogs is kind of a handy thing there. Even neither of those dogs are mean at all. Oh, when you got pulled over, Wes. Okay. All right. I got you. Yeah. Well, I hope I hope the autograph. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know what that means. I guess you gave him an autograph. Good grief. I actually dosed up my coffee this morning with a lot of cream. Not a lot of cream, but just some regular heavy whipping cream. Every once in a while, I like that. It was good this time. Awfully good. Angie, Happy Hair had talked about y'all going live while she was on the road at some point. Are you still going to try to do that? She said you had to get your hair right and blah, 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 all that stuff. I didn't worry about getting my hair right. I just covered it up. Yeah, I'll bet that autograph is worth some money. I hope not much. Good night. Travis, she never connected. Angie, she is going to be kind of in and out of service probably for the next 40 minutes now. And then she'll be on I-40. And after that, she should have pretty good cell service from that point, at least for about an hour, depending on which route she takes. Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, if they had to pay us. I've been through Chattanooga a few times, but never stopped there. Christy's grandparents, most of Christy's family on her mom's side is about an hour, maybe about an hour and 10 minutes north of Chattanooga and most of an hour south of Nashville. And so when we would leave her grandparents' house to go down to South Florida, we would go through Chattanooga, depending on the route we took, but very often we'd go through Chattanooga on the way down that direction. Once in a while, we'd be a little bit further east than that. But I always wanted to stop in Chattanooga, but usually when we get to moving, I get focused and just want to get where we're going and don't always stop and enjoy the trip as much as I should. I ought to do that more though. And I didn't even know they had an aquarium there. That's kind of cool. Yeah, Angie, if you will give Christy about, what time is it now? Till about, oh, if she's where I think she is, if you'll give her till about 5 minutes after 12, she should start having service again. Yeah, Monteagle is a cool place. That we actually did stop there. Now I don't remember why once. Maybe is that where Big Daddy's Fireworks is? Just over there, just top north of Monteagle, I think. Seems like we went in there one time. Used to make a joke. That's what I call my father-in-law's Big Daddy. And so we'd pass by there, and I'd call him and tell him I was thinking of him. Aquariums. I like aquariums. Of course, I like water. I could almost live in water. Wes, I'm curious, has the traffic been very bad? There have been times I've driven through those areas and the traffic was just gnarly. Kind of like between Sweetwater and Snyder. Hey, Bent, my brother, how are you this morning, buddy? Good to see you. And, since we're talking about emails, I will put mine on here. The Tennessee River, West, you should have been able to catch a catfish out of that. They got a lot of good fish in the Tennessee River. There we go. And y'all know me, I'll even. Oh, okay, Insight, yeah. Okay, yeah, I didn't know that. I only remember that one Big Daddy's Fireworks there. What's wrong with the fish out of the Tennessee River, Mike? Are they just big filters for all the bad stuff in it? Racing. Hey, Steve, how are you, buddy? My turn for a coffee chat, I guess. Hello, Billy Bird. Hulk Hogan would be a compliment. HDP, hey, bud, good to see you. Good to see you. I like that water video you did. There is Mr. Just Aid right there. Hey, buddy. How's everything in jolly England? Bench, you better get you some coffee. Staff of life. Boy, D-Mac, it's hard for me to wrap my head around you leaving Utah to go back over to the east there, but I get it, man. It's just, I don't know if I'd want to live in Utah, but boy, that's one of my favorite places to go vacation. We would go to Moab and go mountain biking on some of those trails back there and just beat the snot out of ourselves. Drink hard at night, eat lots of good food while we were camping, and get up and just go try to kill ourselves, almost literally sometimes. We did. I remember one time we had done a whole bunch of drinking that night, and the next morning got up early, made some breakfast, good greasy breakfast, and took off on a bike ride. We wound up doing about a 52-mile bike ride from where we were camped on the San Juan. I think we're on the San Juan River in a little bend, and we rode way up into the Monte La Salles and then came back down Onion Creek and back down the highway. We were whipped by the time we got back. One of the guys we went with didn't even carry any water. Of course, none of us had carried enough water for that trip. We didn't realize it was going to be that long of a ride that day, but it was great. It was great, except when we rode on the highway. We got on the pavement, head from Moab, headed back north to turn off there. By we were camped, just in from State Bridge, not State Bridge. What is that called? That old covered bridge that used to be there. State Bridge is in Colorado. I can't remember the name of that bridge, but we were camped back up river from there. Hey, Acer. Heck yeah, come to the motel here. We got a card game going. We wouldn't have to be Vegas. In fact, considering some of the people that usually stay here, we might find a couple of girls that could, what do they call the Vegas showgirls? We might find a couple of girls that would do some showgirl stuff. I have I had free cookies. They're gone, but I can get more. I know a spot I can get some more. Hey, Insight, thanks for stopping in, man. I'm going to have to get doing some work here in a little bit, but I got to get a guy to come pay his room first. I got to go fix a well here in a little while. A friend and customer of mine called and said his well quit working. A different well than the one I worked on yesterday, actually. But yeah, Moab in particular, yeah, DMAC. Moab is just a cool place. Did you ever, when you were in, I'm curious, DMAC, when you were in Moab, did you ever go hang out at McStiff's? There's a brewery, for those of you who don't know, there's a brewery in Moab called Eddie McStiff's. And one of the cool things we used to do, it was almost like I don't know what the, what's the word? I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but people would show up in their biking garb. And it seemed like the more bloody and dirty you were, the better off you would be, the prestigious, I guess, the more prestigious you would be. And I went in there bleeding. In fact, I went in there bleeding, had blood all over me from a ride I did on what they call the Slick Rock Trail, Luke. And man, Ben, I doubt that you would get, yep, you love that. Ben, I doubt that you would get booted out of here. We can find out. You need to come out. We'll see. We'll see. HDP, I've never been to Reno. I've only been to Vegas 2 or 3, 4 times. And usually not because I wanted to go to Vegas, but because there was a business meeting or convention or something there I was going to. But I've always wanted to try Reno. DMAC, there was another place just up back towards let me go think of my directions, back towards the west, north or west. I can't think which direction Main Street runs through Moab. There was another little watering hole down there, but it was a private club and it worked that way. And the way to go in was you had to have somebody sign you in. And there used to be a couple of old dudes that were always there. I mean, they were always there. And you go in and buy them a couple of beers, and then they'll sign in for you. They'll swear that they're a friend of yours, and then you can sit in there and drink too. And I cannot think of the name of that place. It was, maybe down the road a little further from Back of Beyond. I can't remember now. The Back of Beyond bookstore over in there. Well, I hadn't been to Moab. I bet it's been 20 years. Maybe not that long, but it's been a while since I've been to Moab. I probably wouldn't even recognize it anymore. We'd go to the City Market in Moab. City Market is a big grocery store there. And I'd go to City Market and see more people from Summit County, Colorado, Breckenridge, Frisco area where I lived. I'd see more people there than I would when I was back home. I think half of Summit County used to go there. That's the Hotel California, Billy Bird. You need more coffee, dude. You're getting your motels mixed up. I've been to Flaming Gorge, Bent. We stayed there and camped for, I don't know, 4 or 5 days one time. We didn't catch a whole lot. I wanted to fish down below the dam there where you can't fish. Man, that thing was loaded with trout. Yeah, DMAC, have they changed the rules there? Because like when we would go to Lake Powell, you couldn't buy any alcohol in Utah. We had to carry everything when we went. We'd get a houseboat, go down Lake Powell, and we would have to cart everything we drank onto the boat. Well, I mean, you have to do that anyway, but we always worried about getting stopped and getting in trouble for carrying that much because we always had more. I mean, I didn't, of course. It was those people I hung out with. But we would buy everything in Denver because that's where the cheap place was, and then carry it all the way there because you just couldn't get it there. We'd get it at Bullfrog, usually was our marina of choice. Yeah, there were some big browns for sure below the dam down there. Absolutely, absolutely. Winnemucca, I thought Winnemucca, I guess like any place, there's more than one, but I thought Winnemucca was up in Iowa or up in that part of the world somewhere. So lighten up a bit, still have weird laws. Yeah, yeah, they do. But you don't have to buy a membership to get in the bar. And that was the neat thing about McStiff, since it was a microbrewery and they made it there, that exempted them from a lot of the laws. Anybody could go in there. Yeah, we'd go in there and get a big plate of black bean nachos and a pitcher of raspberry wheat. And I haven't had that. That was one of my favorite beers for a long time. Awful good, awful good. Yeah, it's not going to be every day, Hobo. This is going to be just a once in a while thing, just so I can practice and learn. I figure I need to know how to do this. I kind of like being on other people's streams better because then I don't have to do anything except just sit there and look pretty and talk. I need to be writing the emails down, but I guess I can go back up through the chat and find them probably here in a minute. And Billy Bird, that's funny. Black beans are not something we eat a lot of here. Pinto beans is pretty much what we do. Yes, Wes, I thought about picking up your slack last night, but I was on Will's live stream just in time. He'd invited me over there again, so I did that. I got home just in time to grab a fast shower and go hang out on his place for a while. Agreed, Hobo. I think once a week maybe what I try to do. Just because I don't know if I'll do it a morning thing or a evening thing. Mornings are when I've not got as much going on. My thing is once I finally do get rolling, I'm a slow starter in the mornings, but once I do get rolling, I don't seem to know it's time to stop until the sun goes down. I didn't think about that, D-Mac. Yeah, the food deal, huh? Okay. Oh, good. Somebody approved Ben's email. Thank you. Down south in Mexico and salted brown beans. Tibor, hey bud, how are you? How are you? I hadn't seen you in a while. Hey, DMAC, did you ever go up to what was it on the other side of Moab? If you go up off the road past that little reservoir and up on that little pass up there, there was a spot that had a lot of petroglyphs. Did you ever do much petroglyph hunting looking while you were up there? That used to be one of my favorite cool things to do. I love sitting there just staring at the petroglyphs, trying to think what they meant and what they were all about. A $20 hot pocket. Oh man. All right, I'm low on coffee. I got to refill right quick. I am anticipating somebody hitting the doorbell here in a little bit, and I'll have to get up and go run. You'll hear it if they do, though. Tibor, I don't keep pigeons. I never have, but I sure know where to go find a bunch. I can go into any of the old cotton gins or grain elevators around here, and uh, there's plenty of them. And yeah, Wes, there's a guy. I don't know if that's even who you're talking about, but the guy that does the farming over next to me, Wes knows who it is. Uh, it traps pigeons, and he traps them with a big net that he fires off with gunpowder, kind of like a little cannon shot, and picks up sometimes 80 or 100 at a time. Left hand, huh, D Mac? I didn't know it actually had a name. That makes sense, though. Yeah, yeah. There's some great glyph hunting. When we did that 10-day raft trip down the Green River on Gray and Desolation Canyon, there were some really good petroglyph walls in there, and even around Moab, I knew places where you would go look and there would be just a single glyph, and that always made me wonder if that was some kind of another sign of something. Where we used to go camping at Robertson's Bend, I think was the name of the spot on the San Juan arm, just up from the old covered bridge. I keep saying covered bridge, the old wooden bridge, which I heard burned down. Somebody told me that somebody set it on fire and burned it. But there was a spot there on a wall where there was just a single glyph, and it was the one. It was like a target glyph. I don't really know what the name of it was, but it's just a circle with the spot in the middle of it. And I looked all up and down the canyons and they're trying to find another one and never could. So I always thought it was interesting that it was just one glyph there by itself. I tell you, a cool place for petroglyphs, if you ever get a chance, is just outside of Albuquerque. They've got a thing called Petroglyph. I think it's called Petroglyph National Monument. And I mean, it's weird. It's just right there on the edge of the city. And it's not big canyon wall glyphs as much as it is just rocks, boulders and stuff that they carve glyphs on. Tibor, you found a banded pigeon. You mean one with a band around its leg, like a carrier or something like that? Oh, DMAC, I want to go there. I want to go find that place. I love spots like that. I know where some places kind of like that are, that it's just one of those you just have to know about it because nobody talks about it. Nobody tells anybody else because they know some fool will get in there and tear stuff up. Boy, he is a long way from home. That's good information, Billy Bird. Wes, I hope you saw that about the cell phone thing. If you're going to be on your cell phone, keep it down where nobody can see you. Yeah, we love Mesa Verde, DMAC. I've taken my girls there a couple of different times. I've even posted some videos on my channel about going down Mesa Verde, and there are some cool. Man, I went to Mesa Verde the first time when I was in the 6th grade, and I hate to admit it, but that would have been about 1969, maybe 1970. I can't remember. You got the missus driving. Yes, DMAC, you will have to show some pictures. DMAC, how much longer are you going to be in Utah? Because I may sneak over just so you can take me there. And I wouldn't really ask you to take me there. I wouldn't invite myself to something like that. I think that's really cool. I got a lot of respect for those kind of places. It makes me crazy when I go to a petroglyph site and other fools have gotten in there and carved their names or chipped stuff out. I just want to beat people. Hey, Hobo, take care, bud. You travel safe, man. I know you do some dangerous stuff. I worry about you sometimes. You stay safe and be careful, bud. 46 days. Oh, you're about out of there, aren't you then? Yeah, you're out of there. Well, that's a drag. That's a drag. I wish I'd gotten to know you a couple of years ago. I could have figured that out. Hey, that's hot. I forgot I just refilled it. So, Billy Bird, are you in Tennessee? I don't think I know where you are, and you may not want to tell anybody where you are, but I have tried to figure. I just kind of like to figure out where people are from, so I kind of have an idea what they're talking about. I don't know. Just I don't know why I'm nosy, I guess. Yeah, myself, D-Mac, myself. At Ogham Ruins in Utah. Yeah, Ben, I don't know about that place. I hadn't heard about that. And Ben, also, when were you at Mesa Verde? Has it been a long time ago? Or you been there recently? Wes, did you notice the shirt I had on? America, baby. Uncle Al. Hey, man. Mid 80s. Okay. Mid 80s. I love this shirt. It's comfortable and it's just cool. Anything with Texas on it is cool. Well, to me, but y'all know. I mean, I'm the guy can't put up good wall art. Sorry. Can't help it. Not really sorry. If I can get my computer set back down, 800 things moved. There we go. Better. Aha. I hear the guy in number 3. He's awake. That means he's going to come pay. Yeah, it still looks the same. Bent from when I was there in the 60s until when I was there. I don't know if it was last year or no, it was last year we were there. Yeah, it still looks the same. I mean, anytime you get the Forest Service involved, they get more and more into things and change stuff up and make it more modern. And then you can't go certain places because they're afraid you'll hurt yourself and that kind of stuff. Those guys tick me off. Yeah, this is something G-Mac and I bet would agree on. We can go rock climbing somewhere and get completely killed, dead. But if you go someplace in a national park, you can't step off the trail because they don't want you to twist an ankle, I guess. Tibor, that'll be cool to find out what all happens with that and what you learn about that pigeon. That's just kind of a neat, cool thing. Hey, Chance, how are you, dude? Yeah, yeah. I hadn't got a chance. I saw your comment. Yes, I forgot the flat-bladed shovel. That was aggravating cleaning that thing out with a bucket and a round nose spade. But got it done either way, and my buddy was happy. And his oldest son, or the oldest son he has living at home, is going to be happy too because that got him off the hook for doing that. Hmm. Grab some. I got to pop some ibuprofens. My tooth. Cheers. Let me go check some. All right, y'all give me just a moment here. I've got a guy that I need to go collect $30 from. Give me just a second, if you please. I figure out where I put my glasses. That is great. Took my glasses off and don't know where. Really? Really? There they are. Got them. I'll be right back. Yes, sir. Yeah, he's here. He's from Colombia, so I got to really practice my Spanish here. I'm going to get a good Spanish lesson. I promise this won't take but a second. All he has to do is just. I have pretty bad internet. No, my internet is actually pretty good. Here, keep your tooth packed with cayenne pepper, Billy Bird. That I can't imagine that really would work right. Yikes! Oops, we got that one good. Thank you. National parks have weird rules. I'm catching up on chat until I can come into the front door. He was getting oh man, that whole California ammo thing. Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. I couldn't live in California, man. I couldn't do it. Prepper Smith, hey brother. At Paleo's pizza place, huh? YouTube fairy. Cayenne pepper, huh? Uncle Al, I've done the clove oil thing. That does help. For sure, that does help, but still not as much. Hola, amigos, ¿dónde está mi dinero? Yeah, that's. Pero él tiene el dinero por tarjeta, and that's what we're going to use, a credit card. And with a little, he's going to be here in just a moment. Let me go look. Research the. Yeah, I've heard about the pepper. It just seems like it would. I don't know what hurt. Dad on YouTube. Hey, brother. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. You know, you better keep an eye out. I hear there is a certain West Texan in your part of the world. You might want to keep a loaded gun next to the front door just in case he shows up looking for something to eat. A few days. Hey, Chance, when you're in Hereford, when you're in that area, give me a holler. Hey, Welton. I see our boy.
Open the Coke machine up. You huh?
Oh,
yeah, he just got up. I was watching him.
I saw him out there. He said he's gonna come over with a card in a minute if I actually get to collect. Yeah, I figured I would. I wasn't.
I've been sitting under the tree for the last hour.
Yeah. Hey, come say hi to everybody, Welton. This is Welton. He's the barbecue man. For any of y'all that saw there's a lag on it, so you can't really see it. It'll come up. It takes about 5-10 seconds for it to come up. But Welton is a barbecue man. He's actually also helping us do the housekeeping here. And this week, while Christy's gone, Happy Hair's gone, he's gonna be saving my butt because there ain't no way I could keep up with everything. Plus, I got work to go do, so he'll be able to watch The Office for me. So this is Welton. Welton, this is everybody.
How you doing, everybody? Good to meet you.
But he's gonna go get him a brisket today and get it on that smoker.
I already got it, man.
Oh, you already got it? You got it smoking?
No, I ain't gonna put it on till in the morning.
Are you gonna use that pecan wood or you gonna use some mesquite?
I'm gonna use that. I want to use some mesquite because I'm gonna have to cook it all night.
We can get some out of that tree right there to get going, and if I can remember this time when I'm out at the house, I can bring back a little bit more.
Well, I can always buy a bag of this stuff.
No,
got sitting out there.
No, man, they charge too much. You don't want to buy
I know that. I don't want to.
Yeah, no, we'll do something else.
All right, let me get this Coke.
Okay. Liquid ibuprofen. I've never heard of the liquid ibuprofen. Is it like in the gel caps? So, I mean, you just squeeze it out of the gel cap, Mike? Huh. How about a dentist? I don't like dentists, Acer. For one thing, Igualmente. Okay. Back. Yeah, we got that done now. Collected. He may even stay another night. He's a good kid, I think. Who knows? Savage, my man. My man back in the Midwest. And now my internet is swirling. I don't know why it did that. Hulk Hogan versus Barbecue King. Yeah, the Barbecue King's going to win. He makes better barbecue than I do. Free cookies and a brisket. Heck yeah. And ribs. Man, this dude made some good ribs the other day. They're a little harder to chew than they used to be, but he cooked them up where they were tender and not bad. I got to go back through and catch up on everything again. Liquid ibuprofen. Yeah, I got to figure that one out. No, Billy Bird, we're not going to wrestle, but dude, oh my gosh. Pretty hot today, of course. Yeah, it's hot here. Yeah, and you know what? That's right, Savage. Go out there and push that more while it's hot, man. Good exercise, good to get that sweat going.
Was he on leave today? Or
He don't know in what most of the Spanish I could get. He says he's going to decide whether he's going to go on or if he's going to just hang out. Yeah, he says. So we'll keep an eye on him. If he's, if he's still here around 2 or 3 o'clock, and is that okay with you cleaning a little bit later? Okay. Yeah,
but one room he won't take on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so I don't know. Sometime this afternoon, I'll get out of here in a little while. I got to go fix another well. Brian Patterson called me. His well's down there, so he can't water his cows.
Where the key at?
For 3? Oh.
Because I don't like to leave it unlocked when I'm cleaning the room.
Well, I don't blame you. Yeah, that there. I'll get out of here in a little bit. I'll go fix that well, and then I'll probably go out to the feedlot and see if they figured out what they want to do on those lights. I got to run some conduit and get some wire pulled in out there, and then I can grab a dose of mesquite wood too, and bring in. And so, and we can get, like I said, we can get that limb out of that tree up there too, and do that. But what is today, the 2nd? Yeah, we'll have to figure out something for the 4th too, man.
I put that brisket on tomorrow evening, and it'll cook all night.
Yeah.
And I get up that morning and do some ribs.
Might even do some hamburgers for the 4th too. I don't know. Some sausage. Yeah. Ooh, I got some of that.
Girls in town?
They are. I don't know what they're planning on doing yet, but I got some sausage.
They come and pick up a plate. They don't.
Yeah.
That's what my mom and my brother's doing. They just gonna come and get a plate.
Yeah. And I've got some of that sausage from that last hog I killed too. So yeah, we'll throw a couple of that on there. I had the guy down here. I just went blank on his name. Who's got the meat locker now?
Down here.
Yeah. Lopez.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lopez. Yeah.
Make his sausage or your kind of sausage?
It was his. Well, it's German sausage, but it's not as good as some German sausage, but it's not bad.
Yeah, but he made good sausage because I always get the jalapeno.
Yeah. Now, Duran, Marcelino. No, not Marcelino. Who else? No, I guess he has made the jalapeno. Yeah, I forgot about that. I might even have some. Yeah. I can't remember. Usually I get half and half, so I probably do. I just hadn't thought about it.
I like the way you make your sausage, and I like to get them and eat rice. Put me a big pot of rice.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tomorrow I go get a big can of beans. Well, not a big can, but you know what I'm saying. And potato salad. I don't know if I want to make it a pie.
Yeah.
I don't, because I don't eat that potato salad like that. It's only one day for me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, I can eat it for days in a row. I can sit down and make a meal out of potato salad. So we'll see either way, man. I'll throw in on that too. So.
All right,
man.
Wait till you see what you do.
Yeah, and I'll holler at you before I get out of here too.
All right.
Thanks.
Yeah.
All right, sorry about that, Joe. Now I really am behind on the chat, aren't I? Good grief. Fortunately, y'all carried on without me. I like that. Well, it's fun looking over who all's in the chat and thinking of different things I want to do with different people. I want to do some rock stuff and desert stuff with D-Mac and a little bit of drinking with Bent and some shooting with Savage. I want to do shooting with anybody that can. My head is still messed up. I still hadn't got that right. I used to know how to wear a head rag. Don't get old. That's what happens. Yeah, the barbecue is going to be good. Barbecue's gonna be good. We're meeting for lunch. Fire up that pit tomorrow. Yep. You got a good barbecue pit? Pick flowers with me. You know, yeah, I'm okay with picking flowers. I like flowers. I really do. Probably, I'm guessing too, in your part of the world, y'all got a lot of good flowers. We got some flowers here, but everybody calls them weeds. Isn't that a weird thing? When the wildflowers come up and cover the ground, I think they're just gorgeous. But people consider them as weeds and they can't wait to cut them. A lot of people would rather have bare dirt, ugly ground than weeds that make flowers. I don't get that. I really don't. I don't get it. Anyway, I've seen people, I've been at Lake Brownwood at a little area there that was just covered in bluebonnets and purple aster and Indian paintbrush, red skyrocket, just beautiful. And the next day, a guy was out there with a shredder chopping it down. I wanted to shoot him or throw something at him or something. Man, it was crazy. It was crazy. Oh, Mike, I didn't write down that phone number quick enough. I should have been faster than that. By the way, I've been doing something. I want people to be able to contact me. So I'm going to put a number here right quick. This is my cell phone. I don't care who has it. First time you call me, I probably won't recognize the number. That is still poking up and looking stupid back there. I need to quit worrying about that. First time you call, I might not recognize it's you, but you leave me a message or send me a text message, and then from then on, I'll know it's you. So, 9-1378. I've had a couple of people that didn't believe me. I think Savage doesn't believe it's a real number either. Uncle Al, you missed it yesterday. Savage busted on you hard. It was bad. Is Uncle Al still in here? I don't even know. Oh, man. Yeah, worst word created. Created, yep, for sure. Okay with me, Billy Bird. I don't mind being stalked. Filled with blue bonnet. Really, D-Mac? I didn't know y'all had blue bonnets up there. I wouldn't have thought it. Lupine, I guess I would have thought maybe, but how about that? How about that? Yep, Bent, I'm pretty sure you got it too. And there's 2 or 3 of y'all already got your phone numbers, but you know, a lot of y'all I like. Here we go, kind of an on topic sort of thing, I guess. I like when I travel, I like to have a network of people that I know, not that I can go live with or sponge off of, but a safe place that if I thought I had to get off the road for a couple of days and just kind of get some things together or get something figured out, I like having places I can stop in and get to just in case. But I also want people to be able to, people I know, I want there to be some people that can feel comfortable stopping at my place, knowing that I've got a safe spot. They can pull in, park, sleep for a couple of nights, whatever else, just so they can get going again. A network, exactly. Crazy Scotsman, good to see you, bud. I thought I saw that you were in up a little bit up above there. And yes, Chipper, having my number is a privilege, but it's, you got it earlier than anybody else or than a lot of other people. So that's more of a privilege that way. Anyway, yeah, that's just the thing. That's one of the things I like about this whole group or this whole community, I guess, that we have here. If we can build some relationships, that's what Wes is doing. Wes is traveling out through there, building relationships, working up options, I guess. But a lot of times when people travel across country, they come through this part of Texas, and I've got room. Somebody could come and park and hang out for a day or two if they needed to. Pretty much anybody can get along for a couple of days. So anyway, I'll just throw that out there. Yep, agreed, Ben. Pretty good group of folks. I hear somebody at the door. Right back. All right, all better. All better. Got them fixed up. Sorry that I have to keep jumping up and running like that. That's the downside of not having happy hair here while I'm here. Okay, let me catch up again here. Let me catch up. Baby calls, yeah. Channel names I see. Another guest wrestler. No, nobody I'd want to wrestle with. We've had a couple of guests that, yeah, well, I'm gonna get in trouble if I say this. I'm shutting up right there. Agreed, DMAC. It has been wholesome conversations. I want too bad for a guy to walk home with a Nacho Libre. A Nacho Libre. I don't know who Nacho Libre, but if you want somebody with a mask, I would suggest the Face Hole, also known as Cooking Preparedness 101. It's just the mask. I mean, let's not violate YT community guidelines or anything, but yeah. Oh, golly, where's my coffee? There it is. Okay. I got to tell you, I have really enjoyed getting to know a lot of y'all. I really have. I've learned a lot of neat stuff, and I just like getting to know people and getting to visit with people. I love getting different ideas, different thoughts, that kind of thing. Who got zapped? I didn't get zapped, I don't think. Oh, man. Hey, Wes, are you back here yet? I don't think Wes is back on here yet, is he? Let me look. Can't get in trouble here. I might not can get in trouble here, Scotsman, but if my wife saw some of it, I might get in trouble. I'll go ahead and say it. I don't care if I get in trouble. We've had a couple of attractive women stayed here that I wouldn't mind wrestling with. But of course, that's not going to happen. It's just, I'm saying that joke only. But, oh, it's not even going to, I've got a problem with my stinking chat features here. It won't let me have pop-out chat, and it won't even let me click on it to see who participants are. Why is it doing that? Just to aggravate me, I guess. Just getting to know. What's the old song? Getting to know you, getting to know all about you. Chance, it's actually been hot here and clear. We had a bunch of rain earlier, but we hadn't had much in the way of storms. Although looking at the weather yesterday over the next 10 days, we've got some chances of storms coming. But you know how it is out here this time of year. When storms come through, they're unpredictable for where they're going to be, how severe they're going to be. It all depends on daytime heating and just the orographics of any particular spot for what's going to happen. Typically, they come racing out of New Mexico, typically heading southeast, but every once in a while they head straight east or even a little bit to the north. So we've had some storms. You know, I've recorded a couple of tornadoes and some pretty stinking good windstorms that we've had. But it was an exceptionally windy start to summer this year. But it seems like it's starting to mellow back out and get more to a normal pattern now. And no aliens yet, Uncle Al, but we're hoping. All right, where's my pen? Be quick this time. Got it. Got it. Typical wind. Yeah, except even more than typical wind this year. I'm not kidding. We've had some serious wind this year. Not as bad the last couple of weeks, but still plenty. Andy Kaufman wrestled women. I remember Andy Kaufman. I don't remember him wrestling. That seems vaguely familiar, Billy Bird. Seems like he got his butt kicked by some, I can't remember now. when when I used to work for an oil field electrical company, there was a group of women wrestlers that came through one of the local watering holes. They were called the Dirty Dallas Dolls. Oh, I wonder if I still got that T-shirt. But a friend of ours we got him about half liquored up. He wasn't a very big guy, and he was like, I could beat him, and so we all chipped in and won the entry fee for him and got him in and watched him get out there. He was trying to rip their shirts off. Of course, they knew that was coming, but they beat the snot out of that dude. We laughed. They had it. They used a bunch of drilling mud out in like a, I want to say like a swimming pool, but it wasn't. It wasn't like a little swimming pool. It was just a big plastic thing they set up, and they wrestled in drilling mud, and he was hurting for the next couple of days. They were not nice to him. Big surprise. That was funny to watch, though. That was a long time ago, by the way. The Dirty Dallas Dolls. I hadn't thought about them in a long time. My goodness. Dad. Welcome home, Dad. Oh, my gosh. Boy, 15 tornadoes. T-Born, I'm not sure where you are. You must be up in the Northwest there, or not the Northwest. What do they call the Midwest up in there? Or, I don't know. No, that's right. They had that big tornado flurry down south, didn't they? Yeah, D-Mac, I knew there'd been a lot of snow this year. My buddies back in the Colorado mountains had told me about all that snow, Southwest Ohio. Okay, yeah, that's a big surprise. A glow wrestler? I don't know what a glow wrestler is. Brad, Bench, you're going to leave us? That's a cliffhanger, man. You can't walk away, just throw that out there and then walk away and let us wonder. There's more to that story. We want to know. That's a video, brother. That's a video right there. You got to do one. Tribe, that's right, Acer. Dad knows. Gorgeous ladies of wrestling. See, this is a fast crowd. I like that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Bent, I'm gonna obligate him for a video on that. That's a pretty cool factoid. Tibor, I think that was in that time frame there, maybe a little before that. One of my best friends up in Colorado. In fact, we're going to be going up there and going backpacking with him at the end of this month. We're going to do about a 10, 12-mile hike back into the Gore Range Wilderness. But he's from Indiana, and it was somewhere in that time frame that his mom got killed by a tornado. Right in there somewhere. I can't remember the exact year, but it was in that zone there somewhere. So yeah, I'm well familiar with the bad tornadoes in that part of the world. Wrestling, that's right. Another buddy, my other best friend in Colorado, was a wrestler in college for the University of Nebraska, in high school and college, both, I guess. He used to get aggravated when I'd call it wrestling instead of wrestling. You like to say it right, but I say wrestling. Hey, Wes, before you go, I want to let you know, you'll be proud. I've been using the RV park lately. We've had, I think we had 4 different RVs in there over the weekend doing it. And big surprise, I got a call from the city manager. Now somebody rang my bell. I got to go see what's going on.
don't shoot, Robert.
I don't shoot. Well, sometimes I do.
Did I lock that door?
Nope.
That's what I come back to do.
I did. I went in there. I went in there a while ago. In fact, our young Colombian friend was here just now needing the password for the internet. So
Oh,
I got it fixed up.
okay. I see. I was sitting there. I said, I don't remember locking that door.
Yeah. Yeah. I went in there a while ago. I wondered too. I was like, did we lock that door? And not only was it not locked, it wasn't even closed all the way. It was open about that much. But we might as well, man. Those fools across the way over there. Look at dude number 8. Door wide open. You know that air conditioner's running 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
You can't tell them.
Yeah.
You can't tell them.
Yeah. You got and I buddy number 10.
Yeah.
He got all of his ladies in.
Has he?
I know you got 3 over there.
Well, it's hard to fault him for that, but oh man.
When you're broke, you're broke.
Right? And that ain't no wonder.
You don't have to know why. You already did.
Yeah. Oh man. No, I'm buying ibuprofen. I'm not selling ibuprofen. And Wes, in case you're not gone, you be safe. Drive careful, dude. Drive careful. Chance, about when do you think you're going to be in this area? Hopefully you wrote down my phone number, so maybe if you come through here. Or nah, you'll probably go through Plainview and down through Lubbock, I'll bet, won't you? You probably won't come through here. I was going to say I'd meet you and shake your hand all the way through, but that may not work out. But it'd be fun if it works out that way that we can. Maybe meet, I don't know, maybe meet in Dimmitt. Yeah, if you're going to Waco, I don't know what the right route would be that you'll be doing. Wrestling is in the Olympics. Wrestling is on TV. Good call, HDP. Oh, city manager called and mentioned about that. He said, we saw you had an RV out there. You know, nothing's changed. I said, yeah, nothing's changed. We can still have RV. It's a whole, that's a YouTube video on its own. We built an RV park. We didn't really build one. We got some property here that we've been hosting RVs on, and then the city passed a zoning ordinance, and then we had upgraded the park and rearranged it. And anyway, it's been a fight with them ever since. I dropped just north of 30,000 getting the property and redoing for RVs out there, and then the city has fought us with it ever since. It's been pretty aggravating. Tibor, thanks for coming in, bud. It's good to see you. Good. I appreciate you being here for a little bit. I always like visiting with you and seeing what you got to say. Thanks. Hope you have a great day. Anyway, there's a thing called grandfathering, and we're grandfathered in, and that's what I told the city manager. I said, we're still grandfathered in. You're right, nothing's changed, and we're going to run it. So if we need to go see a judge, we'll go see a judge. You know, everybody says you should sue. Well, suing works both ways. Sometimes you sue somebody and it doesn't go your way, and you wind up in worse trouble. It can work the same way going to see a judge. So I kind of hope we don't have to, but I'm ready to get it dealt with. Anyway, who knows? We'll figure it out next week. Sounds good, Chance. I hope it works out that way. It'd be good just to get to meet. It's fun to get to meet people. Fun to get to meet people. I should probably. We've been on here nearly an hour and a half. Did Steve from Corsair, are you still here? Is Corsair Trainer still on here? Did he drop out and I missed it? Wouldn't be surprised. I was hardly able to get to be on his yesterday morning. Tried to be there, but things kept happening, kept having to jump and go and do other stuff. I trust all of you have good plans for Independence Day. Gonna maybe shoot some fireworks or watch some fireworks or cook some barbecue or do something like that. Hope you get to, that's coming up pretty quick. We're actually going to be home almost always this time of year. We are in Pagosa Springs, Colorado, camped out under Wolf Creek Pass. But because we're going to do that backpacking trip this year, we're not going to be doing that. Things happen, work calls. Hey, Dad, work calls is a good thing. Work's calling me too. I just keep ignoring it. But Dad, it's good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. But I hope you get to hook up with Wes while he's there, and then you can get a little bit of that West Texas rubbed off on you. Be careful with that. Chilling and grilling, church picnic and fireworks. That'll be good. Yeah, both of those good things. We don't know what we're going to do yet. I mentioned earlier that Happy Hair's on her way up there. I'm happy to help, Billy Bird. You know me. I like to do what I can. But we're going to be here this year and not up there. My wife's going to be up there without me. She's going to be staying with some friends of ours that are up there too, though, so at least I won't have to worry as much. Only on the drive. It's about a 8-hour drive to get up there. So I'll find out from her later that she's there and okay, I guess. But we'll see. Anyway, yeah, I should get off of here and go fix a well and earn a little bit of money because I don't get paid for being here at the motel. All this goes to my wife. Seems like she would want to help a guy a little bit, throw him a couple of dollars for doing his part, but doesn't always work that way, does it? Anyway, the neat thing is going to be see if I remember how to do this again next time. I had to go so many different directions to figure out how to get on here, and then YouTube said that the Hangouts thing is not going to last. It's going to be going away August 1st. So even if I do remember it in a couple of days, I might as well not, because by August, it's going to be all over and done with anyway. Bates Motel. Billy, I swear. Oh, man. All right. So I'm going to move over to this screen where I can figure out how to end this. I'm going to shut it down. And I'm going to say thank you to everybody for being here. This was kind of unplanned and impromptu. It was just, I was trying to figure it out while I was getting woke up. But this was a great way to get woke up, getting to visit with all of y'all. And I'm looking forward. Hope a couple of y'all wrote that phone number down. Maybe somebody send me a text message or give me a call later. You know what? Before I go, I'll just put it in there one more time, just to be sure. Billy Bird, there may be a reason I don't mention that. Probably not a good reason, though. And when you have to think about your own cell phone number, isn't it? But there it is again. And of course, the email. There we go. All right. It was good visiting with all of y'all. I will look forward to doing it again. We'll get it figured out. All right. Have a great day. In case I don't get to talk to you again before, I hope your Independence Day is terrific. God bless America. I hope everybody takes a moment to remember how fortunate we are to have the republic that we live in. And I'll say the freedoms. A lot of people say we don't have freedoms anymore. We still got freedoms. We still got a pretty good life here. And we hope that we can continue that. So everybody, thanks. I will talk to you all. See you soon, I hope. Bye-bye.